Hello, my name is Eugene Choi, and what I want to talk about today is why I haven't worked the past 5 years. Going back to around March 15th, 2020, when the global pandemic caused a nationwide lockdown. I remember being called to my work meeting to basically be told that we're all laid off. Due to the virus. And I remember a part of me got very excited about that. Because up until that point, I've worked various jobs, primarily in sales and marketing. In which, at one point, I became one of the best producers, performers in the industry. I was in the hospitality industry. And at a certain point, I was making hundreds of dollars per hour. But despite making all that money, there was a level of dissatisfaction in my life that kept me at a overall miserable state. Having to deal with ungrateful customers who don't appreciate your service, and trying to chase down those customers to get a sale. Having to constantly answer to my bosses. Having to listen to my coworkers' gossips and their stories regarding their life outside of work, which I had no interest in. Having to constantly wake up at hours where I'm still not fully awake, but I had to get on time for work. All of these things combined was the source of my underlying exhaustion and fatigue, low energy, to the point where It affected my physique, my health. I remember distinctly taking showers, washing my hair, and looking at the palm of my hand, only to find a handful of hair. I was literally losing a lot of hair due to all the stress from work. I was so low on energy all the time that I would give short, cold responses to even the people I care about. And sometimes I would ignore them and come up with any excuse to not hang out with them. That's not the life I want to continue living. Which is why when I got laid off around March 15th of 2020, there was a sense of relief. A sense of peace and freedom. Where now I don't have to answer to anyone, deal with rude customers, chasing after customers. Having to focus all of my resources, my mental bandwidth, energy, focus, for a job 40 plus hours a week where I constantly feel underappreciated, where I'm constantly chasing validation from everyone. I constantly feel like I can never be myself because I have to worry about being professional, avoiding meetings with HR, and placating and appeasing to customers so that I could get a sale. And also having to placate and appease to my colleagues, my bosses, my coworkers, so that I may not seem like an asshole. And even then, there were still people who absolutely despised me. Just because I was a top performer in my field. But for these past 5 years, there was none of that. I'm able to wake up whenever I want. I'm able to get out of bed whenever I want. I have energy to go to the gym and perform at my best. I'm able to progress every week, thus leading to the best gains I've ever had in the past 20 years of my bodybuilding career. I have extra energy to create videos like this regarding topics that I genuinely care about or I'm interested in. And I can have discussions with you guys via the comment section. And most importantly, I have the extra energy to enjoy my time with loved ones. And actually listen to what they have to say. Exchange banter. And enjoy the moment. I can travel whenever I please. I don't have to ask anyone if I could travel or attend any parties, because I have all the time in the world to do so. I can live authentically. I can express myself authentically without having to placate or please people just so I don't get reported to HR or because I have to make a sale. I can express myself freely and authentically as I wish. I'm able to eat healthier meals since I have the extra energy and time to prepare my own meals. And I can go to bed whenever I please. I don't have to worry about being too tired for work tomorrow. Just thinking back to all those days I've dedicated, all those hours, 40 plus hours every week. And it's not just those 40 hours. Outside of work, I was constantly trying to preserve my energy so that I could perform at my job. I was giving my attention, energy, and focus on strangers, whom none I have a relationship with to this day, whether it's customers, coworkers, or my bosses. It became very apparent in 2020, thanks to the lockdown and getting laid off, that I had all that energy to really sit down, be with my own thoughts, be introspective enough to question if having a job in the conventional sense is even worth it. And my answer is no, for me. And as I mentioned before, I was at one point making hundreds of dollars an hour because I did get to a point where I had the skills to do so. And yet, it still did not make sense. I still couldn't justify leaving a constantly irritable, fatigued, stressed out lifestyle. In the last 5 years of not working, my hairline is less receded, meaning my hair grew back. My acne went away. My gains, my muscles came back. Fat levels have gone down. Although I'm bulking right now, and I'm a little bit on my higher side than usual, the gains are absolutely fucking great. Thank you for watching. Until next time.